Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christopher Greeley, and I'd like to take a moment with you to discuss the situations that happen with police brutality and the moments that arise from these situations at hand. Unfortunately, I have to discuss something that nobody's comfortable talking about, and that's the loss of a citizen. On March 18, 2018, Sacramento police were dispatched to a call of a man breaking into windows in people's views. He was later found to be hopping fences trying to get home. But where he was found was at his grandmother's house, but there was no way to tell. When police arrived, they shouted at the man, making commands, asking him to stop, come here, sir, we need you to cooperate. But the man ran into the backyard. This is in the middle of the night this situation happened. When they went to the backyard, they asked the man to stop again, repeating these commands, but nobody was listening, especially not the man who was considered the suspect. In those moments, the police officers thought they'd seen a weapon and shot and killed this man. This man's name was Stephen Clark, and he was only 22 years old. What I want to do is I want to ask you this question right here. This question alone is going to decide how you truly feel about this situation. Who here, by a show of hands, can answer this question and feel that they agree with it? Thank you. Now what I want to do is I want to give you a different aspect of the spectrum right now. Imagine you were a police officer. And imagine these situations that happen. Imagine that all you do and all you deal with on a daily basis is lies, deceit, and people always being against you. Who here can honestly say that they go to work every single day and feel hatred? They feel hated by the people that they try to help. They feel hated by the community that they're trying to protect. Not every job offers these aspects of life, and it takes a certain type of person to do this job. But at this situation that happened, with the loss of the life of a citizen, can you agree or disagree that you would like to go home every night and see your family? These officers had families. They had wives, they had children. They had to go to their daughter's ballet recital. They had to go to their son's soccer game. As a police officer, or as just any person in general, could you honestly not take the same precautions of protecting yourself and protecting other people of your society, knowing that you want to go home and see your family every single night? The main issues that come from this is that we lost somebody to our community, and there's no way of getting them back. There's a family burying their son right now, their brother, their nephew, and their cousin. But unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. And the aspect that I'm trying to approach to this audience right now is that in every situation that you're dealt with in life, there's always an opposite reaction to it. Sometimes we have to do things in life that we need to do to protect ourselves, but it comes at the cost of what? Unfortunately, we lost, like I said, a citizen. But these police officers had no other choice. They had no other, in that moment, they had no other option. What they thought they saw was a weapon, and what they have been trained to know is that weapons kill. And it was either their life at that very moment or his life. And I feel like anybody in this situation can answer this question honestly. That if you had the choice between somebody that you don't know that was suspected of committing a crime and going home and kissing your wife one more time, holding your children one more time, seeing your child grow just one more time, would make anybody make this decision that those officers made. a law in California right now that dates back many years ago, well over 150 years currently to date, and it's being changed. This law was called the reasonable force, which allows officers to pursue at any cost, but not allowed to refrain from pursuing. So basically, in other terms, is that anytime an officer sees a crime committed or hears of a crime being committed, they cannot stop pursuing that criminal until he is brought to justice. This is what the situation at hand on this date that we talked about in March of 2018 solely bases on. They can't stop pursuing the suspect because they don't know what crimes he's going to commit. They've only been suspected that he's committed these crimes already. This man has been already assumed of breaking into cars. He's already been trespassing other people's property. Now when he answers to police officers' commands, he runs and hides. And in the dark night, with only the moonlight shining and officers' lights held at guns, that he can actually be seen. He makes a sudden movement. As any person standing here can say that in that moment, they are afraid. The fear is in them, and they have to make a decision to save their life or save the life of a citizen that is suspected of committing a crime. Now I want you to answer this question again, right now. Does this question mean anything to you when it comes to you putting yourself in the shoes of an officer of the law? I want you to really understand that question, and I thank you for your time.
Perfect. Sorry for being a dickhead.
Excellent, perfect time.
Let me show Ryan.
Pause.
All right.